this is Lady Boulette. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your thumbs up, for your comments, and thank you for sharing the videos. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. And yes, we are commanded to love one another, whether we want to or not, or whether we agree with each other or not. Well, there is a saying that when people do something really mean to you or something that you think is unfair, there's a saying that says, man might have meant it for evil, but God worked it for good. Well, y'all know that I didn't vote for Donald Trump. I just didn't see him as being a good leader for the United States of America. So I was like everybody else who didn't vote for him. I was a bit disappointed when he won, but it didn't get to me all that bad because I've seen that movie before. So I knew it was going to turn out to be something of a disaster. But I didn't know that it was going to be the disaster that it's turning out to be before he even gets inaugurated into office. So he decided that it would be a good idea to bring Vivek Ramaswamy and Elon Musk on board to straighten America out. They're going to straighten everything out. So Vivek Ramaswamy I guess drunk on arrogance and whatever he think is what little power he's about to get, he's been out here saying salty things about white Americans. And I'm saying white Americans because he's already stabbed us in the back, you might say, or in the front, or wherever he could. So I don't think black people were taking him seriously anyway. He had done his due diligence by throwing black people on the bus and saying offensive things to us, the kind of things you have to do when you want to get ahead in America. So black people had already pretty much tuned him out. But now that he sees an opportunity to bring more of his people into the United States with those, H-1B1 visas, bringing a lot of Indians in because they're so much smarter than everybody else, according to him, boy, he had made these white folk mad. And now they are saying the quiet part out loud, and they're saying the loud part out loud, and they're just saying whatever they want to say out loud. And it was unbeknownst to me that there is a lot of resentment of some of these white people towards Indians. Did y'all know that? Child, these white folks is hot. They are hot under the collar about Vivek Ramaswamy insinuating that they're lazy and they're not the smartest people on the planet. And the pushback is hard. Now, I came across this video and honestly, I thought this guy's just saying too much. It's just mean. Well, listen to it.
Cockroaches and parasites wiping cow dung on their face and then like sleeping with white men's wives, because, well, he's a doctor and I could have a better life over here, and then the next thing you know, you're with some fat, fupa, stinky, like disgusting cow dung ridden dot head Indian that will never assimilate into your culture ever. They brush their teeth with this stuff. They eat soup that's this stuff. They're disgusting, parasitic people. And then we want to embrace them. And then Fox tells you how excited you should be that all of these Indians are coming here and that we're going to be so much more intellectually advanced and technologically sound because of the Indians. No, they are third world parasites, and they're pieces of crap, and they're terrible people who have no moral ground or upstanding. And you're right, they don't value the human life, and they gang rape women. That's who these people are. I don't really know who this guy is. It says StuPeters.com. So I don't know if his name is Stu Peters or not, but I know one thing. He gave Indians a tongue lashing, saying things that most people wouldn't even think to say, wouldn't even know to say. And he said it out loud. I'm telling you, I had never heard anybody describe Indians that way, but I don't know them. And I personally, and to be honest, I like Indian women. I've been around 1 or 2, 3 Indian women. And I like Indian women just fine. They seem to be nice, but I don't like Indian men. Now, I will be honest about that. And it's just they come across as being arrogant. And I just don't know. I just as soon deal with a white man. Matter of fact, I would rather deal with a white man than to deal with some of these immigrant men that I have come across because they really do have stereotypical ideas about black people. And sometimes I've been in situations with Indian men, more than one, where a white man had to put the Indian in his place because he was being disrespectful
To me, not that I can't handle my business, but I think that it worked better for the white men to do it. But now this guy, I'm not sure what an Indian man has done to him, but my goodness, that was cold blooded. But there was one thing he said that was very telling. He said they are sleeping with white men's wives because I guess he's saying that the woman's husband is a doctor. And the Indians are saying, well, she's married to a doctor. So if he breaks the marriage up, then she'll get a big, alimony, a big payoff, and he'll be living a good life at that white man's expense. That's what it sounded like he was saying to me. And he was totally disgusted by the idea. And Indians are not the only men that do that. There was a whole movie made about the green card, men coming over here from other countries, marrying American women and getting a green card by being married to an American citizen. And that's why they're trying to put a stop to that too, because people are abusing everything, trying to get here to stay. And then talking about how smart they are. See, that's what's offensive. That's not just offensive to white people. That's offensive to black people too. You're coming over here from what Donald Trump calls a shithole country, bragging about how smart you are. If you're so smart, fix your country and stay there instead of running to other people's country where they have worked hard to build up their economy and their infrastructure, and you want to come there and benefit from their hard work all the time, doing a whole lot of bragging. That's offensive to anybody. So anyway, the hatred for Indians is real, and it's only going to get worse, because if they think they're going to bring a lot of Indians in here and give them a lot of high paying jobs. Now, people are telling me in the comment section who live in California, out in that, high tech Silicon Valley area, that they can get 5 Indian engineers for the price of 1 American engineer. So it is about cheap labor. Now, I think we have to keep that before us. A lot of this is about cheap labor, but it's also about America always wanting to work people for less than what they're worth. These companies are making money. These insurance companies are making money hand over fist, and then they don't want to cover people when they get sick. This Walmart is making money hand over fist, but they don't want to pay people a livable wage. So there's something wrong with the thinking in America. It's okay to bring some immigrants in. It's okay to bring some low wage workers in, because if they work hard, they will climb up the ladder to success. If not in the first generation, definitely in the next, if they want to. So it's fair to pay people a livable wage for the work they do. And it's not fair to always be bringing other people in to keep building up wealth for oligarchs and the people who've been here all the time, struggling to make ends meet or trying, who are good Americans, bringing people in and giving them jobs that Americans should be doing and should be paid for the work that they do. But I will say it's always instructive to see non-white people get a wake-up call. All of these people who think they're going to come here and assimilate into white society, mix in with white society, always end up being disappointed because they're not going to listen to us. I always say, let the donkey kick them. Don't try to give anybody advice about America. Don't try to tell anybody anything about how America operates, because they won't appreciate it, because they don't think the rules that apply to us applies to them. So it's always better when they find out for themselves. And anybody that listens to this man, there is no question as to how he feels about Indians. I don't know Indians well enough to defend them or to condemn this man. I really don't. This man might really know what he's talking about, but I can say for sure what he said about Indians is not flattering. There's nothing flattering about what he said about them, and he might know what he's talking about. So I just want to know what you think about this. Is this man being overly critical? Is this man being mean? Or do you think that he's just fed up and he's just speaking his truth? I would like to know what you think. It's pretty harsh. All right, y'all. Thank you for listening. Give me a thumbs up and have a good evening.